Hi guys, excuse the lighting if it seems a little bright in here. I usually don't film during the day, so if I'm washed out, forgive me. So I reached into my bag of samples that I probably need to say something about, and pulled out a few more. I won't try to hold this too close to the camera. I don't know what it's going to do, but just go ahead and trust me on this one. This is from the Decant shop. It is from Dior, La Collection Privée. It's a Cuir Cannage, which is leather oud Ispahan, and a couple of others get, I think, a lot more attention than Cuir Cannage does. So I just wanted to say a little bit about this. I think this is sort of a nod to a classically unisex leather scent. It's kind of reminiscent, like I find some leathers to be. This is kind of true of Cannage or Cannage 10 too, of the inside of a woman's handbag. So of course we know Dior likes that smell. They do it pretty often. In fact, if you actually, I don't think I've ever heard anyone explain the name Cannage. Cannage refers to a weaving style that's actually used with either bamboo or rattan, most popularly, and is actually utilized in some of the women's bags in the Dior line, in their women's wear line. So that's where the Cannage comes from. So the Cannage is actually a sort of a wink and a nod to a handbag, a woman's handbag. And of course, cuir means leather. So you have this combination of leather and handbag. I thought the Cannage was a nice example of cross-marketing on Dior's part. So the notes, we have orange blossom, rose, jasmine, iris, ylang ylang, birch, and cade. Of course, it was created by François Demachy and released in 2014. I think it opens, at least it opens on my skin, like Dior Homme Intense found a soft leather suede jacket and had a baby with it. That might not be something you want to picture, but it's a funny picture, and I think it describes the scent pretty accurately. Like I said in the note breakdown, in the note pyramid, there is jasmine, rose, and ylang ylang. But really the only floral I can detect is this really nice, beautiful, powdery iris, which I'm really a big fan of. In the dry down, you can detect something darker and heavier and more resinous, like the birch and the cade, which adds sort of to the overall masculinity or darkness of the whole composition. Cuir Cannage is really always what I had hoped Cannage would be, because for the longest time I'd heard people talking about Cannage or Cannage 10, knowing that it's the scent of people like Marlene Dietrich and James Dean. They wore it for their signature scents. Unfortunately, once I smelled it, Cannage that is, I found that it was a lot more floral than I was expecting, and a bit overly sweet for my tastes. And I guessed that it might have been gone through a reformulation or two or three since James Dean decided to take, that car trip in 1955. Whereas I found Cannage assigned to floral, at least in the version that I smelled, This is a softly worn leather and iris, and it's something I'm much more drawn to. I think it's much more beautiful. In fact, of the 3 Dior Privé fragrances that I've smelled so far, Leather Oud and Oud Ispahan are the other 2. All of them have worked really, really wonderfully on my skin. It's a very, very nice scent. It's, like I said, I think perfectly unisex, like I think some of the best leathers are. And certainly something to go over to a decant shop or wherever else and get a little sample of. Cuir Cannage by Dior. Bye, guys.